Hey everybody, it's Modest and welcome back to Brutal. This is our third episode on here and we'll be doing a lot of base work in this one. We make really good progress on the base in a really short amount of time. So hopefully you enjoyed the clips that I've put together. I've got a bunch of, time lapses and speed ups of some base work, and I'll show you how much we get done. So hope you enjoy. Alright, me and my one other faction member that was online just finished genning all these walls here, because it's just so easy with gen buckets. We did this in like maybe an hour, maybe less. It's probably like 80 walls, almost 100, but there's a bunch of gaps for sand walls in there and sand pillars, things like that, and filters. We still got a decent amount of walls in. I'd say it's about 90 walls, and we're just gonna not gen the rest yet because we're gonna do those down to bedrock down at the end, and then we'll just have the sand walls down the bedrock, and I feel like that'll be enough down the bedrock because I'm not really too worried about getting reversed or raided in general. If we check our walls, we'll be fine as long as we connect these into wraps, which we're gonna do because it was so quick to do these, and we have over 24 hours until TNT enables, and we did this in like 1 hour. So I mean, it's gonna be pretty easy. So we just gotta gen the walls on this other side, the same amount that we did over here, and then what I'm gonna do is connect a bunch of them into wraps and then print the dirt on them and just water them, and we'll have a bunch of walls up, and then after that I'll start trenching for the sand walls. Alright, we genned this side over here as well. This side was actually mostly me because my faction didn't help as much with this one. We did have a couple people coming in to help for parts of it, but we did gen that, so I think it adds up to about 80 or 90 walls, same as the other side, so a decent amount. Still gotta print the dirt on this side. On the other side it's already been done, but not on this side, so I gotta print the dirt before I'm able to water it. But I think I'm just gonna connect them into wraps because it's still 24 hours until TNT enables, so we can definitely finish a bunch of these as wraps, and that will just be better protection obviously. And so I also want to show you what I've been doing at the edge of the buffer over here. When I actually fly over there, you can see that we've been working on some of these sand pillars. So I've still got it alt at the moment, just up there printing sand in a fear. You can see how fast it's going. So we've made good progress on them, and actually it's done for the size of the base. So it does cover the entire base with the sand pillars, and what it's going to be is a checkbox, which is the reason it's all obsidian, so they can't creeper egg the checkbox to make a big mess out of it. So the checkbox would always be intact basically, so I'll be able to check walls easily once this is done. I probably won't finish the whole thing all the way around by the time TNT enables, but I will finish a good chunk of it. The base is 4x4. I've done about 4.5 chunks, it looks like, so a decent amount of it. Oh, my fly ran out. Yeah, so this is basically like 2 sand walls at the edge of the buffer. There's gonna be like 5 or so walls past it, just so that they can't trigger our redstone lamp immediately when they shoot one TNT with a 1 stacker, so we don't freak out when we check our walls at the checkbox. But yeah, we're gonna have a couple walls at the edge past it, and we'll have those on the bedrock, which is why we haven't genned them yet, and we're just gonna do the rest of these walls on the bedrock here, so we still have a decent amount down to bedrock plus our sand walls, and then we're just gonna connect these as wraps, and that'll be looking pretty good. So I'll bring you back when we make some more progress. I actually just finished the roof art on the cactus farm. I just printed this here, and as you can see, it's a palm tree, kind of like a palm tree scene at the beach, so it's pretty good looking. You can check it out on minimap. It turns out a little better there usually, but it kind of fits in because, like I've said before, our faction name is Vibe, So we got the palm tree beach scene over there, and then over the actual base it's just like a sunset with some palm trees. So pretty good looking stuff, gives a good feel to it. And we're gonna continue the base work now, because obviously we got to connect these into wraps because they're just straight walls. So we'll do that and water them before TNT enables. Alright, we're doing some base work right now. We got a couple people trenching, a couple people printing sand pillars. You can see over here, these are the sand pillars I started on the south side. We finished, I think, 6 chunks of these, 6 chunks long. So decent progress on that. We started trenching this not too long ago. We got 4 people trenching. We got him, we had me. Obviously I'm recording right now, so I'm not. But down here I think we have 2 more guys. You can see one right there as soon as he loads in, and another one just logged out, it looks like. I just saw his name for a second there. But we had those people trenching. We just finished this entire side here for the sand pillars, so we made a lot of progress. And we've also been printing for a while, so we've got a lot of these done. Let's see how many chunks this is. Looks like 10, no, yeah, 10 chunks of the sand pillars are done. In total it's like 20 something chunks long on each side, so still got a ways to go, but we're printing it right now, so we'll keep making progress. And probably we'll finish definitely the trenching tonight, and then tomorrow before TNT enables we will just probably finish all the sand pillars, as well as connecting the straight walls that we currently have into wraps and watering those. And if we do finish on time, then we will continue to do the rest of our sand walls in our base and trench those out, because we haven't trenched for the rest of the sand walls. Basically all we've trenched for is these sand pillars at the very edge right now. And so if we finish this early before TNT enables, you know, we'll keep on doing more sand walls on our base. But I'll keep bringing you back when we keep making more progress. We made a fair amount of progress here. We extended some of these into wraps, and we finished this sand wall and trenched it obviously before we finished it. So this sand wall is done and it's a full wrap now. And so these are wraps. We're going to extend the rest of these into wraps. And going out to the sand checkbox, we actually did finish trenching all the way down around for the sand pillars. So you can see here, this is where the sand pillars are going to go, and if you fly all the way around, it goes all the way out to where we want it to go. So now that that's all trenched, we're just going to continue to print it. We got another man still working on trenching right now, and I think it's just me printing right now, so our faction's gotten off for a bit, but we did make good progress while we were online, and that went really quickly. We also did do a lot of these sand pillars. We've been expanding them a lot. There's maybe like 1 or 2 that's not done. We'll just go back and touch up on all of those. But let's count how many chunks we actually did, because I think we had 10 chunks last time, and now we have 15 chunks after not even that long. So we're making good progress. Like I said, it's probably been like maybe less than an hour honestly, and we've already gotten another like what 5 chunks of these sand pillars done. So we were pretty close. We're over halfway done on this one side, and we're still working on the other one as well. But we're just gonna continue trenching so we can get a couple more walls on the bedrock, and then finish the sand pillars, and so we can set up the actual checkbox going all the way around the edge of our buffer before TNT enables. I just finished watering these walls that I put up on our cactus farm. So this is our second cactus farm, the one we made in the overworld. We started one in our wraps, but we decided to go to the overworld to make one because the rates were better in the overworld. So that's what we did. And I just put a couple walls on it just to defend it a little bit before TNT enables, you know. Just a couple walls and a reverse layer. So there's really nothing down to bedrock. We didn't trench anything down to bedrock on this farm. But still, I don't think anyone's gonna reverse it because they have to reverse hybrid, and there's only like 3 walls. It's easier to just go through the walls. But I don't think anyone's gonna really know where it is anyways, because honestly it's in the middle of nowhere, so like not really many people are going to even find it. So it's probably not gonna get rated anyways, because hoppers aren't gonna be worth that much, because there's only like 10k for a hopper, so it's not really worth raiding just for the hoppers in our farm. And since no one really knows where this is, I don't think it'll get raided, but it's got a couple walls, so feel at least a little bit safer in it. And gonna go do some work on the main base now. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you can see here, as I fly over the base, you can see we made good progress on it, especially considering how little time we put into it, because literally all these walls were done within 24 hours, like including the sand walls and the sand checkbox going all the way around the edge of the buffer, which is done, and we sit here checking it. So it's going all the way around, and that's done as well. So you can see we did a lot. And we're going to continue to do base work. Obviously, we still got to finish a bunch more sand walls and filters and trenching as well. So we are going to be trenching some walls on bedrock, which is why we left a gap here. I think I said it already. But these walls here we're planning to just do down to bedrock. I think on the other side we started a little bit to kind of test TNT trenching if it worked well on the server. So we did a little bit, I think on this side, somewhere around here. It should be loading in soon. Yeah, here it is. So we started a little bit. It still needs to be refilled with TNT, but it was going alright. So we'll probably end up TNT trenching the rest of this part, because it would take a bit of time with a trench pick. It'd probably just be faster to trench it with TNT. So that's what we'll probably do. And I'll show you what spawners we have as well. So we're AFKing our IGs over here. We got around 40 IGs and almost 20 creepers, so pretty decent. However, we haven't really been going hard on money. By that I mean like we haven't built too much cactus, but we're still doing decent. We have a good amount of spawners. The only problem is it's not showing up on F-top for us. It says we only have that much, but it's not counting all of our IGs. It's not really counting even half of our creepers, and it's not counting any of our blazes. We would be on F-top. Obviously we still wouldn't be, you know, like the top 3 or anything. We'd probably be around there, number 6 or 7. So we would still be doing decently if it was counting. It's just glitched at the moment currently, for our faction at least. But that is all that I've got for this video, so if you did enjoy it, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully coming soon.